Hello and welcome. I'm Maud. I'm going to guide you through a short morning flow to get the body going, to get the spine lengthened, and to get in tune with the rhythm of breath. That flow of prana, of life force energy flowing through the body freely to help the mind get soft and clear as well. So we'll use 2 blocks. If you don't have blocks, just get some heavy books like travel books, and I have with me a ball, a spiky ball. You can use a tennis ball. It's also really nice to use. We'll massage the feet with the ball. So let's get started simply lying down. Have one of your books or blocks with you, and then find a comfortable shape on the ground. Just allowing the body to soften. So if you're practicing this just after waking up, we're back to that lying down shape, but now it's symmetrical and it's on a hard surface. It helps differentiate the bones from the muscles. Have your hands on your belly and observe your breathing. Really simple. Notice the rise and fall of your belly. Your ability to stay focused in the breath. The tendency of the mind is wanting to wander off. And then simply letting the arms open up into a cactus shape. So your elbows are bent, your arms are soft, and press your feet down on the mat. We're starting to awaken the feet, the spreading of your toes, the balls of the feet down. And very simply here, it's a lift of the pelvis about 1 centimeter or 2 centimeters off the floor. As I push on my feet here, I let my pelvis hang. Disengage the butt if you had it active. And start a tiny bit of pulsing down and up. Just softening. Like a little shake. Feel that ripple effect through the belly, diaphragm, back of the body. And then soften out and let your sit bones reach towards the back of the knees as you grow the shape into a bridge. Breathe in. Exhale, release. Again, press into your feet. Breathe in. Lift your pelvis up. Exhale down from the top of the spine to the coccyx, which is your tailbone. One more time, really nice and soft, pressing off the feet, sit bones towards the back of the knees, coming to a bridge shape, not forcing it, and then rolling the spine back down. Concentrate on that lower back. Can you plug it down? Can you push the lower back down? Have your block in between your thighs, so now pressing the block in between the thighs. You can decide whether you want a skinny width or the middle width. Same thing, I press onto my feet, and it's from that lengthening of the tailbone towards the knees that I lift into bridge. Now squeeze the inner thighs towards your block, please. You can work with eyes closed, but lift the chin up to the ceiling. That is the belly, press into the lower spine. We'll stay here for 10 and 9. 8, continue to lengthen sit bones to the back of the knees, long lower spine. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly roll on down. Keeping the block in between your legs, soften your butt for a moment. I'm going to change the orientation. I feel a bit more of a grip there because of the width of my pelvis. And then just simply bringing the heels up and the shin parallel to the ground. And very simple here. I draw my lower belly down. On the breath in, I stay down. Exhale, lift towards the feet. Inhale down. And exhale, lift. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. And down. And lift. Squeeze the pelvic floor up towards the block. Down, breathe in. Exhale, lift. Down, breathe in. Exhale, lift and stay. See if you can lift the shoulder blades up off the floor. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Release. Take your knees in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around. Here I have a hold on my wrist. You can hold your fingertips and let your head drop. Side to side. Rocking. And then slowly take the momentum, roll up and down until you find a comfortable seat. Still working on your spine, undulating the spine up into a front body extension. The hands press down, the heart lifts to the sky on the inhale. And then you'll soften, taking your legs forward and round your back as you breathe out. Sliding the hands back. Press your hands. I lift my knees. I find that I can push them through my feet and also lift and open. So essentially you're doing cat and cow, but you're activating your hips and your shoulders as well. Rolling forward. Be as slow as you want to be. Inhale to open. Exhale. 3 more times. Try to stretch out the movement so it's not a series of shapes, but it's really a continuous motion. Here, see how you go forward, you can really extend the fingers past the toes. Continue. Let's stay in the forward fold now. If you feel very tense today as you practice, bend your knees. We are about dropping the weight of the head now. For a gentle pull of the spine. Gentle pull of the spine, that weight of the head down to up in the upper back, the mid back. I'm extending my toes forward to also get a bit of a stretch on the fascia of here, the top of my feet to the outer line of my legs. Saying no with your head and moving your head around will give you some different sensation across your head, upper back and shoulders. We could stay here forever, but we'll start to lift up. Use your hands if you need. And coming into a neutral spine, the head will come up last on top. Good. And then roll the shoulders back and forward a few times. Cross your shins, shift the weight forward and come to the front of the mat right away. We'll take the ball here under the right foot and then start to roll on up into a standing shape. I can face you now. So the ball is on my right foot. Like I could start on my left, it doesn't matter. If you push here, so I use my body weight over the ball, opening the arch of the foot to the heel, and rolling a few times forward and back. So you see like the rest of my body is moving, my hands are moving. It's just that I'm having the whole body engage in what I'm doing. Yeah. Let the rest of the body be fluid, like a fluid ripple. Spreading the ball of your foot. Spread the toes as if you want to let your toes grab the ball. And then all the way towards your heels. So a little push, and then we'll go around a bit. Yeah, take a moment just to be in Tadasana for a moment. Close your eyes. Notice the way your right foot, or the foot you just worked with, is merging with the ground, the way it's really spread. Yeah, and the other side, very simply. Step towards the ball middle of the arch and then work your way down to the heel. I actually prefer the tennis ball. I'm not playing tennis and I don't have any tennis ball with me. Golf ball also you can do. It's very strong. It's a little harder. All balls that are designed for myofascial release, they're also really strong. So you get a nice kind of massage. This is really nice because the pikes of the balls, of this ball, are also awakening all the fascia of my foot. So working on the ball of the foot, spreading the toes around it. Then work towards the heel. And then again, when you feel even, just find a Tadasana. Like to see your feet. Really spreading the feet on the ground. Dropping the tailbone down. And I'm really three-dimensional. Is the front, the back, the sides, the inside of my legs, the under of my arms, all around my face, top of my skull. And I'm shining at 360 degrees. Yeah, let that go. Coming to the front of the mat when you are ready. We take the legs down and arms to the sky, extending into Urdhva Hastasana on the inhale breath. Bend into your knees and find a forward fold. Bend into the left leg, left hand under your face, right fingertips reach for the roof. Inhale the breath. And the right hand goes behind you and to fold over your legs. Right hand takes over, right hand down, left fingertips to the ceiling, up and your left side of the body. And roll. Once again like that. Left hand down, right arm to the sky, breathe in. This time circle the arm forward of your head to fold. And again like that, inhale, peel it up and left hand in front of you, let it go, forward fold. Halfway lift here, breathe in. Step the right leg to the back of the space and drop your right knee down. Left hand to your sacrum. Lengthen the sacrum down, lift your head, right hand behind your skull. So my tailbone wants to go back, which makes me lose balance. I want to lengthen my tailbone down, activating from the pelvic floor to the belt here around my belly, so the whole core on. Inhale and then exhale, twist towards the left. Again, center on the breath in. Twist and turn to the left, breathe out. Again to the center and to the left. Stay, allow the arms to spread. Feel the right knee and the front foot grounding down. Soft wrists, soft fingers. Yeah, and then fingertips up over your head on your inhale. Take the hands to the front thigh as you breathe out. We'll take the pelvis forward into an Anjaneyasana legs. Notice here that my pelvis doesn't drop. I lift my pelvic floor even though my pelvis is forward. Yeah? And then with my hands here, I'm going to take myself away. The belly is still on and I lift and up and to the back, using the back muscles to reach back. On the exhale, the tailbone reaches forward. My pelvis moves towards the right knee. So stack over the right knee. Tailbone scoop forward like I'm doing a Michael Jackson move. And I drop my nose towards my heart. It's really an extension of that right hip flexor. Again, inhale, coming forward, Anjaneyasana, heart open. And then tuck the tailbone forward, exhale, psoas stretch. Again, like that, inhale, open. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, frame the front foot with your hands. Okay, the back toes under, exhale is downward facing dog, press on back. Inhale here. Exhale. Keep spreading the 10 fingertips. Bend into your knees and extend your arms, extend your spine. Drop your head between your arms. Observe your breathing. And direct the flow of breath up along the spine on the breath in. Your pelvic floor, squeeze your lower belly, squeeze on the breath out. Of course, Ujjayi can be there as well as an add-on. Inhale. Pelvic floor, lower belly, exhale. In your next inhale, please lift the left leg to the sky. And pause, keep pressing the inner hands down, bend into the right leg. without stacking the legs, lift the left heel higher. Breathe in. And put the left foot in between your hands. Breathe out. You can come high into your fingertips here, stretch forward, or take your hands on your blocks. Pyramid pose with your right heel down on the floor today, please. Right heel stops, right heel grounds down. Keep my hands under my shoulders here, flat back in this shape. Spread your feet heavily, that's why we have warmed them up nicely with the ball. Left hip moves back in space, right hip moves forward. Feel the inner thighs towards each other, the pelvic floor on. Inhale. Stay steady, front ribs to the back ribs, breathe out. 2 more breaths, lengthen the back of your neck. Belly to the spine. And 1 more breath here. And then please look forward and take the right leg forward for a forward fold. Gentle halfway lift with the bend of the knees. And fold completely. Take yourself up to standing, bend into the legs, arms up, rise up, reach up. Fold over your legs. Halfway lift, inhale breath. Yeah, and this time is the left leg to step back. Drop your knee down. Right hand, slide the sacrum down, rolling up into this low lunge, this modified lunge. So this is not exactly Anjaneyasana because the pelvis is over the left knee. Take the left hand behind your head. Inhale. So when you inhale, try to send your 2 hands away from each other. Your spine lengthen. Breathe in. Twist and turn. Breathe out. To the center. Inhale. Twist and turn. Again, breathe in. Twist and turn. Make sure the right knee and the right inner thigh draws into the midline and allow the arms to open. And soft in between the fingers, soft around the wrist. Coming back to center, inhale, arms can reach up over your head. Hands to the front thigh. Take the pelvis forward. Again, notice the difference here between Anjaneyasana leg and dropping of the pelvis. Dropping of the pelvis, I go really, really strong here, or I lift back up. Especially if you have open hips. Like me, you've really got to hold your pelvic floor. And then inhale to open and push yourself away from the front thigh. Heart open. Exhale to the tuck of the tailbone and the drawing of the nose down and towards your heart. Again, inhale, open. Initiate with the pelvic floor. Squeeze it and lengthen the tailbone forward. Roll into the curve. And again, inhale, up, heart, up. Exhale. Next time you inhale, take your hands to the floor. Curl the back toes under. Mindfully step back. Softening into the back of the knees, breathe in. Long exhale. 2 more breaths. Refine your dog. Really powerful in the push of your hands. As you inhale, lift the right leg to the sky. Keep the left knee bending. Extend your right hand leg to the sky. Breathe in. And bring the right knee in between your hands. Try not to lift your hands, please, as you step through. Hands to blocks. Breathe in. Shorten the stance if you need. Plug your left foot flat. Pyramid pose. So here again, we're after a flat back and a flat sacrum. So you can brush your hand here on the sacrum. Press with your hands. Breathe in. Right hip back. And sometimes closing your eyes is helpful to find the alignment in the body. Your right glute here, try to turn it on. Try to squeeze it to the bone. And then free up your left hip, inner left thigh to the sky. And pressing with your feet heavily, the balls of the feet especially. And those of you practicing this class with hyperextended knees, make sure that you're not locking your knees, but you're finding a macro bend from the back of the knees. Take another breath in here. Stay for the exhale. Open your eyes, bend into the front leg and spring forward, 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 fold. Halfway lift, nice and slow. Let it go, exhale. Open the feet out to the side for a malasana, squatting down. It's really similar here. You don't want to drop. Drop and be passive versus being a little active. So I push down with my feet, I draw myself up. Hands can come to your heart. Closing in the eyes. Two more breaths. Beautiful. And then taking your hands behind you, slowly and mindfully sit back and sit down. And simply finishing the practice in a comfortable sit today. So you can just find a cushion, find your block, a book. If you're next to your bed, next to your couch or armchair, you can just go in there and having your back supported. As long as your head is off the support, it's all good. And then to keep ourselves feeling energized and focused for the day, we take Surya Veda, which is the solar sun part of us, activating that energetic yang part of us. Bring your hand to the third eye with a touch of the index and the middle finger to the third eye. And then we close the left nostril, inhaling through the right. And exhaling out left. Same thing again, inhale right. And out left. Inhale right. Out left. Please do it 3 more times in your own time. Try to lengthen and the inhale and the exhale. Taking a hand to the heart when you're done with your third and last round. And set your intention for the day ahead of you. Acknowledge yourself, your body, your heart, your mind, and the dialogue that exists between them. And the dialogue enabled thanks to the practice of yoga. And that too was you. Thank you for practicing with me today. And I look forward to the next time we're on the mat together. Thank you.